All right, so exciting day today. They came out with the new update 1.28.1. New animals here. The Eland. Not the elephant, no. Not the elephant. The new animal was teased as majestic and massive, I believe, was the description. And yeah, everybody got kind of excited for elephant there. A lot of people are guessing the Eland. I don't even know what the Eland really is. I didn't think the elephant was on its way. But you know, I toyed with the idea, entertained the idea of it. But anyways, today we're going to do a little look at the update that just came out here. Now, the first thing I noticed, there's no notes. Not like in the game. It's just this. So I'm going to have to jump over to my other screen and actually see what the notes are. Because, you know, of course, Tikamoon's got the new Eland animal. And we're going to go look for that. But there's a bunch of things in the notes that is interesting that we got to check out. So we got to pop over here and see. Where's me Discord? Because that's kind of funny how they don't have anything in here. Like, am I missing something? I'm not missing anything, right? No, they didn't actually put it in the game. Let's see here. Now, is my stream actually working? I don't actually know if it's working or not. Hang in there, stream. No, it's working good. It's working. I need to get the notes up on the screen. I know what we'll do. The old copy paste. Let's see here. Pages. Let's see what this looks like. There it is. All right, so yeah, I can't really, like, there's no notes in the game, which is kind of odd. But I did put them up on the screen because there's some interesting stuff in there. So there's the common Eland, which we'll try to track one down to take a look at. Tweaked reduced iron sight blur on several arms when using iron sights. So the SSG, Remington 700 long, the 80 or 870 Wingmaster. Okay, so there's a bunch of them. So just changing reduced iron sight blur. Okay. Tweak zeroing change to 50 meters for the Prairie Hunter, the Jack Iron sight. Updated sound. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. Updated sound effects for the Steyr Gams. Cool. Sound effects for the Prairie Hunter, the Jack. Is that the 44? I already forget. Because it needed a bunch there. And then the Hawk long range. So it looks like they're catching up on the sounds for the new weapon pack. So we're going to take a look at the new sounds there. Caller delay when switching calls or the equipment. Okay, that's a good fix. Caller UI not correctly updating when changing species. Hunter sense dot not correctly aligned on the top of the bead for the pair. Okay. All right, so that's the big exciting things of the update. The new Eland, and then basically the sound effects for the new. Let me click off of here. The new Hunter's Advantage DLC guns. So I wonder if the 44 is no longer squeaky. So we're gonna take a look at them. I don't know about the blur, but yeah, let's load into Tikamoon. We'll just here. I don't know. We'll stay on higher difficulty. Load in here. I got me Discord all in the way. Doing too many things at once. Hey, Brett. I figured it wouldn't be an elephant because of the mission. Hey, natural causes. Good to see you. So should I be... If we're gonna take a look at the weapons, I guess we can just play around with it here. It's... Yeah, because we'll just use a vehicle. See if we can get the new sounds. Yeah, that's fine. So which was... I already forgot. It's all the weapons in there, but it was also the Steyr Gams. Which is interesting. So we'll just kind of shoot off here at Tikamoon. Clear out all our stuff. All right. So we'll grab the Gams first, because it's the Gams and then the new rifles. Chuck them on there. We don't need a scope or anything, because we're just listening for the sounds. We do need ammo, though. Alright, I don't really remember what it sounded like before. Maybe it'll be drastically different. Hello, Max the Hunter. Good to see you. So let's just see. Sounds good, but I don't really remember it was bad before, was it? I don't know. I can't remember. It was the Steyr Gams in the notes, right? Yeah, the SSG was the blur. Okay, it sounds fine to me. I got no complaints there. If there's an improvement, good. If not, oh well. I don't know. I'm interested in new sounds. Like improved sounds for them, but that sounds perfectly fine to me. And then here is the one I'm most interested in. Is the 44, right? So I'll throw him on there. Did they fix the squeakiness? And did they fix the sight? Oh, they did! Okay, they didn't put that in the notes. Look, they got it lined up now. So that's better. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna hold the action so it doesn't go right away. That's better. Okay. Still a little bit of a plasticky sound to it. Yeah. I don't know what they did there, though. It's still plasticky, but not as bad. Do they change reload noises? I think that's the same, isn't it? Well, that's good, though. It's a little... It was really bad before, I thought. That sounded fine. Is it the same noise when he cocks it at the end of the reload? Oh, I guess I gotta be empty. Hold on, let's empty it out. Is it the same action sound? I'm just curious. I can't tell. It sounds a bit better right at the end of the reload. Oh well, it's an improvement. It still sounds like it's a plastic lever, to me anyways. But it's definitely not as bad. So that's a good improvement there. At least it's an improvement. And then, like, I never even used this one. We're going to be hunting the Eland with this, I think. Because I haven't hunted with it yet. The 224? What ammo do I have? The unlimited there? I don't even know. I do. The premium AccuTip. I didn't use this so much at all, so I'm not really going to notice the difference. Oh, that is different, though. I don't remember that sound. Interesting. No complaints? But yeah, I don't think it sounded like that before. That's definitely distinct. Yeah, okay. So that sounds alright. And then I think there's only... whatchamacallit left, right? The double jab. And then I think I got the unlimited there. Yeah, so I don't know, is there any problems with this sound? Okay. One shot it. How's he stopping the other one from ejecting? Is this magic? Okay, seems fine. I mean, you know, it's on par or above the other sounds, the weapons of the game. Yeah, so, as far as the sounds go, not bad. So there's not really too much besides the Eland that I think's worth looking at. We can pull the SSG out and just see, like the blur thing. But you don't use this one with iron sights anyways. Right? Or do you? I can't remember. No, it's got the rail. Okay, I don't know the change of the blur. Oh well. Yeah, that's meaningful, or that's the meaningful changes I can see with the sounds. So yeah, better. So that's good. So the rest of it's just going to be checking out this Eland and see what's going on with it. I gotta catch up with chat here. Reading the bottom one, no issue. Makes me wonder if the Eland was an unused asset or if they hurried it out. Oh well, it's just gonna be like the Kudo model copied over or whatever, and their antlers and horns are always like separate parts stuck on. Yeah, so see. Your reminder. I wouldn't worry too much about your reminder, SLC. I don't think I'll be streaming a whole lot these days. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but I'll most likely just be chalking out some videos here and there. I don't know. Never know what I'm doing. But you know, new update, new animal. Gotta check it out. Make a little bit of a video on it. You saw something down a little bit and check it out? Like, it looks like a shoulder record. Yeah, well that's the highlights really. They didn't even yeah, so yeah, that's the highlights, but they didn't even put notes in the game, which I find really kind of odd. They released an animal but didn't put notes in the menu to advertise a new animal in the game. You would think that would be kind of important to put the notes in the game for those that don't check Discord or don't. I guess they would read the Steam notes. So you think they would just put it in there? So I'm kind of puzzled as to why they didn't do that. They always kind of do these things that make me scratch my head with Yeah, they obviously put effort in certain things, but then they miss easy stuff, like just quality of life things. It's weird. We should at least take a tier 4 maybe on our Eland hunt and going 224, or maybe keep it challenging. We'll use this. I don't even have any. Didn't even buy them. Okay, we're gonna have to go buy them. Now, you know what? I changed my mind. We're gonna hunt it with tier 3. I thought I seen something about the Steyr Scout. Let me... just 1 second. I gotta check the notes again. Wasn't there something about the Steyr Scout? Because I remember seeing it and I got excited. Oh no, it was the Steyr Gams. I thought it was the Scout. Yeah, never mind, it was the Gams. I read it the first time, not in the video, but when it first came out. I thought I read Steyr Scout. I'm like, ooh, an update to the Scout. One of my favorites. Yeah, so we're just gonna check in tier 3. Tier 3, I guess the Eland's a really big animal. We can unlock it in the encyclopedia. And then, take a look here. Just take the bushnell. And I'm not gonna worry about any collars. Or, I don't know, maybe we'll just bring it. There. Okay. So, I know nothing of these guys. I'm gonna assume it's like 9 in the morning water hunt. So we're just gonna have to walk around and find one. Where would they be? Because they're not in the encyclopedia until you shoot one, right? They said grasslands, didn't they? Let's go here. Oh no, let's go here. And then go here and get whatever that is, because I never bothered unlocking everything. I have so many different saves all over the place. Menu update person, too busy working away at Underdo? I guess so. Working on that menu. Is there a parking here? Yeah, right here. I've had reminders set for a couple of years now. SOC are the best. Sorry to disappoint. All these times I don't go live. We all do what we can do. Oh, this is a nice waterfall. I always like this place. Yeah, sorry. I gotta go sleep. That's what I gotta do. Let's go see if we can find one. I'm going to assume it's tier 6. 9 in the morning drink. I think that's a safe assumption. And then we'll, go somehow out of there. No, up the water here. There, little 224. Very big scope on it. I wonder if it's in the, let's see if it's in the collar. Can you call these things? Ah, you can. All right, let's listen. Honk, honk. Alright. Sounds alright. It is the one that... okay. So, you can call it. That's good. So we'll go up here. We're just by the waterfall. We're gonna go north. And, because I'm assuming it's... wait, I think they said grassland. But this is all grassland, right? I don't even, like, it doesn't even say... Oh yeah, it's here. I don't know. We'll just go, we'll just go against the wind. Just like the check? Alright, that's awesome. I've been playing that, active matter game. Nice challenging one. Oh, look, my little arrows. You look at the arrow on the bottom of the screen for the collar. It's continuing on past the UI. I don't know, it's probably showing up in the video, right? It's the collar is just continued. I'm now curious how far it will go. What happens when it gets to the edge of the screen? And it's indicating the collar is still active, because in the bottom right, the little collar icon is going. It's about to run into its icon now. Oh wait, it goes behind! It's a sneaky little arrow. It's going behind. Does it come out the other side? Yes, there it is! And now it's going behind the stance UI. This is very exciting. Oh my god. Oh my. Did it come out of the stance, or did I have my face palm going at the time? I might have had my face palm going. Okay, guys. Come on now, QA. What is that? Warthog. We'll see if it's a one-time glitch. We'll let the arrow go across again. Just found out I had a new map for SnowRunner that I didn't know. Oh, that's cool. That's a good little treat if you found a new map. How far will go right? I don't know. I don't know what they're doing here. Like what? What is that? Oh, wait. How did the arrow... Okay, so the arrow is over there again. Hold on, I got Critter Kudu. But it jumped, didn't it? I'm gonna have to watch it again here. Wasn't it going slower than that? What is this little arrow? It's going really fast now. Look how fast it's going. That doesn't go that fast. I'm so confused. And it just keeps flying off the end. Oh my god. Like, I'm lost for words. You guys, they gotta QA their stuff. What? Like, do they just slap it together and say, here you go? Don't, like, no patch notes. Whatever this is. Okay, now it's going slow. Maybe the slow arrow works correctly? Is this the tower I have to unlock? Okay, I don't know, I found a bug. For some reason, every single time I try out a new update, you know, I'll hit stream or hit record, and it takes no time at all for me to find bugs. Like, pretty much no time at all, so I don't get it. Okay, but we do have to focus on not the bugs. I'm glad that they fixed the iron sights on the 44. But, oh, it jumped again. But I missed it when it jumped, though. I'll have to watch it back. It's glitching out or something. These are just like buffalo or whatever, right? Okay, well... Let's find an eland. I don't know. When you said they wanted, like, fantasy animals, maybe this is what they meant. The eland that is eternally called... Yes. Maybe. The gadget you're holding looks like a portable net gun. Just an observation. That'd be cool. Sounds good to me. Yeah, I don't know. And welcome everybody to the stream. Got quite a few viewers now. We're just looking for an eland, and on the way to finding the eland, finding bugs and, yeah, what was that? But I don't know, I didn't look up any kind of info on it, so I have no idea where they are. Oh. Oh. Just buffaloes. Nothing exciting here. Just buffalo, blue wildebeest. Like when I first loaded up the game after doing the update on Steam, I had to like turn on the version thing in the bottom left because there was no indication at all that I had updated other than Steam said I did. Like the menu and everything was exactly the same, and you can't go into the encyclopedia to see the new animal until you get one to unlock the encyclopedia entry. So I didn't even know, I was ready to start the stream and I didn't even know if I had the right version. And like, if I didn't turn the version on in the bottom left, I still wouldn't have known. Well, until I checked out like some of the iron sites or whatever. But I don't know. I was hoping to hear one. Just kind of walking up here. I guess I'm kind of far away from the water now, though. Let's go this way. We're doing real hunting now. Who's that? Cow? Cow. Because normally I always know, you know, where everything is and just kind of go to it, but no idea. All the cows run off too, but they didn't scare the wildebeests. I wonder how many of them are around. I should maybe check the Discord. Steve might post it where they were. Maybe this is a need zone. No, it looks like bones. We'll find one and take him out with a 224. One shot. This is challenging hunting down here, though. Bottom right rut. Oh, you already checked where they were? Where was that info? Hey, Jax Warden's here. Thanks for the super chat, buddy. Hey, thank you. Appreciate it. Long time no see. I see you in the comment section, which is always good to see. Always appreciated. Always good to see you. Watch McTube get one? Ah, okay, yeah, we can go down there. Oh, I basically stepped on them. Where'd that guy go? They're all over the place. I don't remember them running that fast. They're really going. Look at them. Little cheetahs. Man, that'd be hard to hit on the run. Alright, bottom right, you said? Yeah, I know they're grasslands, because that's what the thing said there. But I thought the grasslands was all up here. Or is it this savanna? Hard to tell with the borders and stuff. Like, didn't the grasslands go right up the middle? I think they go right up the middle. Alright, we'll keep walking a little bit. Whoops. What do I got this thing for? There we go. South below a lake, there is a herd. South below the lake. There's lots of lakes, though. You mean, like, down here? This guy? On the southeast side? No, the one north of that one. I don't know, there's lots of lakes. The biggest lake. What do you mean the biggest lake? Here's a lake. Here's sort of a lake. And then there's tiny lakes over here. Follow this river north. I'm going north. And there's all these like puddles along the way. Are we talking about this big lake thing? Stop here. It's in the same area. Or what? Okay, so they're around the water here? Oh, I guess this is grasslands too. Alright, so we can swing here and then down there. Sure, we can do that. South portion of that lake. Alright, let's go there then. Sounds good to me. How's Arthur doing? That's the spot. Everybody likes that spot? Sounds like a good spot to me. Okay. Go check out the swing. Alright. Computer's running well. I'm rocking 100 plus frames. So there's something good for the game. Oh, this must be my RAM upgrade. Because I've never pulled a steady 100 FPS in Pikamoon. Feed and rest zone? Okay. Well, there's feed and rest. There'd be drink. So now I'm wondering if the game's better optimized or not. But I also did that RAM upgrade, so who knows. Oh, now I'm dropping a little bit. Still, it's never ran any better for me than it is now, so that's cool. There you go. You're just playing the game. Nice. You always had 120, now you have 77? How did that work? How does that go backwards? Mine went good. Mine went forwards. I wonder how it is in Matariki. Ram the RAM? Yeah. Well, I didn't know. I didn't realize I was RAM bottlenecked. Everybody talks about CPU bottleneck and video card bottleneck, one or the other, but no one ever says RAM bottleneck, so I never even suspected it. It's such an easy upgrade. I was like, oh. I had really pokey RAM. And I doubled it. And now the games are like way smoother. Not necessarily with frames, but like the stutters are all gone. And I'm like, I'm such an idiot. I never actually suspected the RAM. I always blame my CPU. So, best upgrade I ever did right there. I'm still hanging around the water because I figure that's where'd they be right now? You have an issue on your end? Oh no. That's no good. Oh. Ah. Every animal but the eland. Another but I mean we can shoot something. Oh! Well. Out on an eland hunt. It's like here, have a solo 5-star black wildebeest. Is that the streamer luck everybody talks about? Alright, oh by the way. Already lost him. Did he lay down or something? Is he a ghost? Where'd he go? You guys saw him, right? Oh. Oh, the wind's blowing his way. Oh. Oh, the wind's blowing at him. He's over here now. So that's fun. CPU is just like this pokey old i5 10th gen. At the time, it was good. I mean, it's not an i7. I couldn't afford an i7. And it was at the time when, like, every computer was coming out with the 9th generation i5s, like the 9400s or something like that. And then the 10th gen came out and it had, like, extra cores. And I'm like, okay, well, that sounds like a fancy i5. And it was affordable, because I got it, like, the same price. So I grabbed that one. And then I, at the time, I was only running, like, the 1650? Like that really pokey GPU. That's what I started playing Way of the Hunter on. Was a 1650. But now I'm running a 3060. So I'm just like pretty much right down the middle of like mid-range kind of thing, I assume. At this point, I'm like right on the mid-range specs for stuff. What a drag, it's a 5. Yeah. Freaking 5 stars, always getting in the way. The darn 5 stars, they always get in the way of my hunt. I was trying to show something on that one video a while ago, and a 5-star elk got in the way. I was like trying to show fitness change or do a test or something like that. 5-star elk's in the way. Now there's a 5-star wildebeest in the way. I can never get anything done with all these 5 stars all the time. Where is he now? Magical eland presents itself to you as a very 5-star animals. I won't be able to find the eland, but I'll be able to get 5-star animals. And it's a solo too, so like, hey, see, the fitness herd management doesn't really matter. I haven't managed fitness of these guys at all since day one. It's just like, here's a 5-star, thank you. I can't find him though, so. I mean, he was around this marker. And I'm on hiker, so it's not like I'm going to be spooking him like crazy. And we would get the bubbles. Oh. Ah, here he is. Not an Eland. But we can, I know, I might as well see the 224 shoot something. Ah. Stay right there. Right there. Oh my goodness, the sticks. Come on, turn that off. Zero down. Let's send it through the sticks. That was quite the little pop. I'm assuming it's not a kill. That just doesn't sound very powerful. Nope. Great. Maybe we'll find an Eland while I'm trying to track this guy down. I mean, that sounds weaker than the 22, really. It's just like... Pop. Or 16 time? I don't know where he's gonna have gone, though, so... I'm gonna have to stumble on him. I'm not seeing blood bubbles or anything. So he might have gotten away. Yeah, he might have gotten away, because I'm not going to have any way of tracking him. And that doesn't bode well for my Eland hunt. With this little rifle. Yeah, but we'll see if we stumble. I mean, I'm thinking maybe we'll bump into an Eland, hopefully, while we're trying to find this guy. Maybe. Curious to see if you find them if they're 2 3-star matures. Oh, do you think they all spawned like the same? Because, yeah, this is day 1. Did I have to, like, fast forward time and go into a new day to get them to spawn? Maybe they haven't even spawned. Maybe I'm looking around and they don't even exist. I had no idea where he is. Go look up on this hill. I just came back from a save. Oh, I see. Okay, so you just popped in and they were there. That's good, because I haven't fast forwarded time or anything. $120 FPS. Man, I really was bottlenecked by RAM. I mean, that's considerable if that's what the change is, and I'm assuming it was. Because I would have been capping out at like 70 frames here, I think. Oh. No, female. Oh, well. That happens. That happens when you bring a tiny gun on a 5-star hunt. That's just how it goes. I don't think I have a 5-star black wildebeest, though. That's too bad. Maybe someday. Probably not. Way of the Hunter 2 will be out. I'll never have the 5-star black wildebeest. Oh, this is maybe where he's resting. Okay, let's keep our Eland hunt going. Should I buy this game? I'm playing Call of the Wild. A great question. If it's on sale, sure. Pick it up on sale. Because there's no better time to play Way of the Hunter than now. I mean, it is a game that has kept being improved over time. I mean, when they do an improvement, it's usually the bugs are in their new stuff. So like the old stuff typically is fine. And then they fix the new stuff. So basically it's all been improved over time. And it's in probably its best condition that it's ever been in. Tons of maps to play on. Actually, I forget, like 6 or something. Lots of animals. Lots of precisely, accurately modeled firearms and equipment. But Call of Duty more realistic than this game? That is a massive debate. Hey, Execute Order 69 here. I've always been around, Bumble. Bumble. Talking to myself. I've always been around. I streamed, you know, some other games, Roadcraft videos. I do things here and there, so I'm still here. Have you checked the sound on the GAMs? Yes, I did. I did. It's at the start. There'll be a video tomorrow of this stream, just kind of chopped up and highlighting things. So if you want to hear it, it'll be there. The lever still sounds plasticky, but not as bad. See, the devs do listen. And they always have. But it's just if they can implement the change or get approval for changes or whatever. I don't know how widespread the complaint was against the squeaky lever action. Because I don't hang out in the Discord too much, and they don't communicate too much in the Discord anymore, so it's not that useful. But I do know I made a bit of a stink about it on the video, like not impressed with the squeakiness. And then they come out with an update that has sound improvements for all the new weapons, so it's like, okay. Because I don't think anybody else made, like anybody that makes YouTube videos or anything really made a stink out of it. But I was disappointed. I wouldn't use that 44, that squeaky lever. It still sounds like part of the lever is plastic to me. It's just not, instead of it being completely plastic, it is now just partially plastic. That's the best way I can describe it. And they fixed the iron sights on it. This gun, they changed the sound. It just does that little plunk noise now, which I think is kind of cool. I mean, it doesn't sound very powerful, and that's could be correct. Okay, how far am I? Oops, I'm hitting the wrong buttons because I'm playing too many different games. Oh, I'm getting down to that area. I'm not even hearing any calls or anything. Oh, the GAMs. Wait, I'm confused. You said GAMs and lever action. Yeah, I got focused on the lever action. The GAMs, I didn't really notice much difference. It sounds nice to me. Sound almost identical to the old orange shotgun plug and play big cutter games. I didn't think it sounded bad. I don't remember what it used to sound like though. But it sounds fine to me now. No, I don't have any complaints with it anyways. Like the GAMs. The scenery is more realistic in Call of the Wild open world. I don't play this game ever. You can show me some... Can you show me some scenery? Oh, just what we're walking through. This is just... Peak and Moon. I won't really be changing maps. We gotta find a new animal. Yeah, no, you're in for a big debate. Like with a lot of people. On Call of the Wild versus this. People will say this is more realistic, and other people will say Call of the Wild's more realistic. But it's not really a question about realism to me. It's just they're both just games. Neither of them are simulators. So I don't know about the realistic stuff. Like as a game, they both do things better and worse than each other. It's just a balancing thing. It's just what you prefer. As far as realism goes, that's a rabbit hole, that is, because you know, doing Way of the Hunter stream with people watching like Way of the Hunter and talking about Way of the Hunter, my opinion won't be agreed upon. But I find Call of the Wild to be more realistic than Way of the Hunter. I know, oh no. Bumble's crazy. I don't know. I've been around lots of animals out in the forests areas, and I see how they react. And yeah, you know, it's not like realistic, but this one, there's also the problem with Way of the Hunter as it's very digital to me now, so I'm kind of biased with it because all the animal actions, I just see timers and stuff like that, and I just see their stance, like their programming switching. So I'm seeing the very computer program part of it. So there's no immersion for me anymore. So you got to keep that in mind when talking about like my opinion on realism. Call of the Wild, like, it's been played very much, and, you know, no one really did hard science on that game, even though the only science was how to get, like, how to do great ones, like, how to get, like, just kill a lot of animals, it's not really, like, science. And I remember, like, all the YouTubers trying to figure it out, and then, like, for, like, a good year or two, they all were like, this is how this is. And then, like, 2 or 3 years later, they're all like, oh, we were wrong the whole time. It's because none of them really ever, like, fully looked into it. Like, to see exactly how it functions. So it still has... like, Call of the Wild still has a bit of mystery for me, because I don't fully understand how they program some of it. But this one I kind of get fully, so it's not really immersive for me anymore, so I kind of wrecked it for myself. But I actually find the firearms, like the recoil, the sounds, better in Call of the Wild. Like just the shooting part. I don't really like the cartoony kind of hand in the player model and stuff. But I like the damage model actually better in Call of the Wild. Because this one I just see the numbers now. And how they did it. The damage model is more interesting in this one. Just because of the different factors in it. But Call of the Wild, you just have to, you know, basically poke along and there you got it. Which is more realistic than this one. Even though animals can apparently survive with a poked lung, but... This one, you can put a bullet in one lung and out the other side, and the animal just walks away and eats happily on for the rest of his life. So there's that part. Like, people will say this is more realistic, but then, yeah, you just throw a bullet through one side of a lung, out the other, and then into the next lung. And then it's like, oh, I'm just gonna chew on grass and live out my days happily. So that's one thing I would put forward that is not realistic. Obviously. In Call of the Wild, you don't get that. You slam that lung. Like, I was playing Call of the Wild on a stream, and I'm like, I'm gonna try and take out that European bison with a 243 not soft point, Palmer tip 243. And the chat was like, no, I can't do it. And I'm like, yeah, sure it can. And sure enough, one shot, 243, Palmer tip, got to the lung. I mean, the animal took a long time to bleed out, but you got the dog in that game. And track it down, so I'm fine with that. I do like in this game that it doesn't matter which weapon you use, really. I don't like the medals in Call of the Wild. Like, I think it's too arcadey and whatnot. Like if I shot that bison with a 243, I would get a penalty for doing so with that, and I don't like that. I'm never going to find an Eland. What the hell? Where am I now? Oh, I'm approaching the area. Oh, I gotta catch up on you guys here. 1 second. I've just been rambling. Plastic, huh? Just bring in some of the good old H&K polymer, I suppose. The Gams has that cartoony Tom and Jerry gun. Really? I didn't think it was. I mean, we can go shoot it again if I ever get an Eland, but yeah, I thought it was alright sounding to me, but I don't know. What do I know? Was Remington has the same sound as the... Oh, is it? Oh, I didn't know they copied the sound. I mean, we can try and figure it out if we get a moment. I need to find an Eland, though. Oh! Speak of the devil, there's an Eland. Bearing 90, or no, 090 is what they would say. 310 meters. Let's go get them. Now that the DLC items have been fixed, energy has earned my money. Bought the pack. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're improved. I don't know why they released it the way they did. It's like, I gotta get a drink. But, like, that's a big puzzle. Alright, 1 second. Welcome to the stream, everybody. I'm surprised I have so many viewers, actually. My channel's been pretty quiet for a long time. But, glad people are finding the stream. Not clickbait with the elephant thumbnail. The elephant thumbnail is what could have been. If they released the elephant. I was making elephant art. So there's no elephant. But you know. So what could have been. I've also changed my opinion on the new animal for the USA map. It's not going to be turkey. They're just going to do bobcat. Place your bets on bobcat, where they copy and paste the links into bobcat, because they pretty much had a bobcat already. And right, because the links came out looking like a bobcat. So that's what I'm guessing. Okay, these guys just look like they look like cows. I don't know this animal at all. But here it is. Across the water. You guys are right. Exactly where you said it would be. Let's... Wait, how far away are they? I gotta get a little closer. Oh, this water. I want to use the photo cam thing. Ah... Hey, Gator's here. We're having fun with the new elephants here. Hate the no damage indicator in this game. Damage indicator? What you mean? Oh, like animation or something? We are playtesters. I think we are. Oh, Gator! Oh, we gotta show him this. Remind me to show Gator that bug with the collars in a second. Whale Hunter is better than Call of the Wild. Colorado not realistic. It might look good, but it's not realistic. Whale Hunters might... Okay, yeah. Well, that's my big ramble about it. It's all like an opinion thing, right? Because people could say this is more realistic with this game, and then people can say more realistic with this game. But all I got to do is point at a shot where I go through one lung, out the other lung, into the next lung, and then the animal lives on forever just super happily. I mean, that's Way of the Hunter. And if that's more realistic than Call of the Wild, I don't know, guys. But that's just one point. One small little thing, right? That's not actually that small, but... Definitely Bobcat. Yeah. I was hoping, you know, the best thing that would have happened is elephant and then turkey. But now that I I didn't think elephant was coming, but I humored the idea of it. And like, if they did elephant, then they're going to be doing turkey. Like, if they're actually doing new models and stuff. But now this is just like kudo copy paste. I'm like, oh yeah, because they had the Lynx. The Lynx was a bobcat when it came out, and then they patched it right quick. So, you know what? Thinking back on it now, I bet you they had the Lynx and Bobcat done, or both of them being made at the same time, and they put the wrong one in. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they put the Bobcat in for Linticoto. And they're like, whoops! Whoopsie, oopsie daisy. Get the links in there. So, yeah, we're looking at like a 95% chance that the next animal's a bobcat. So I'll have to do a video on that too. It's an embarrassment. I'm trying to find an Eland. Nice. That's brilliant. I'm gonna steal that from you. Eland. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I won't be doing another video on them though. Oh man, if I did a video on the Eland, I'd steal that from you. Eland. I should put that in the AI. Combined an elephant and an eland. I mean, when a wounded animal just walks, yeah, with no indication, it is an embarrassment. You're right. Collar glitch, yeah, I'll show you. Angrily remembers my double lung rotator that lift. Well, I had one too. A 243 went through both lungs of a mountain goat I had. So I got it with the 243. They don't do it anymore, but they did it. Hey, Diglurk's here. Melanistic pheasant is the other 5%. You guys are funny. I like the Eland font. That's a good one. I probably won't be doing a video on it. I'm just going to chop this stream up, and that's going to be my Eland video. Update video. That's good, though. I might have to use that. We'll see. Oh, that's good. Good one, Gator. Alright, here. Alright, let's check them out. With the photo thingy. 223 through and through, yeah. Yeah, no, mine was 243 and a mountain goat. Because it went through the top. I think it's similar to yours. Your shot was probably through the top of the lungs where they're like narrow. Mine went through a mountain goat at the top. Alright, let's take a look at these guys. Oh, I got it. Oh, I got freeze mode on. Well, we can take a look at the model. I think the models will look better when they're moving. We kind of need like a kudo standing beside them. And then you gotta like wonder about age. Like these guys are identical, so these are probably 1-star youngs. This is going to be the cows. You can tell the cows. This is going to be like an adult, maybe. And Jax Warden was wondering about mature. This could be mature here. None of them look old. Like these got to be 1-star youngs. These little spike kind of things in the reddish whatever fur. And these are all cows. This guy looks the oldest. Let's get a little closer and do a little scan. Yeah, they gave me the it wasn't in the lungs long enough line. Forgot roe deer bad feel. Yeah. I think the new map will be Texas. Can you say map textures? From T can have turkey, has every animal, and most maps can turn hogs. Yeah, they're not going to do turkey though, I don't think. The dark ones are older ones. Yeah, I assume so, Arthur. I think you're right, darker probably. But sometimes they go, like all the animals have a bit of gray to them or something. This is also the first animal with 4-star adults. Oh, it's got 4-star adults, really? I had 2 3-star matures and 1-star adult. Yeah, okay. Texas as follows. Okay, well, let's see here. Apparently, these can be a 4-star adult, which would be, previously we had them, but it was a bug when we had 4-star adults on, like, moose or something. I know I don't got visibility on these guys, though. This is a problem. We can call them in. Like, who's that? Oh, he's a 2-star doll. Okay. Because he's got, like, a rich color to him. So do they just get darker as they get older? Or do they do a little bit of, like, a blackish, grayish kind of thing? Yeah, these are adults. Because they still got, like, this rich color. This is going to be 1-star young. Yeah. Yeah. Little spikes. They're all going to look exactly the same. Like the 1-star youngs are little spikes. You can tell these are the cows. They're all going to be like the same model. Except the fur should change because all these are young, right? There's an adult. I can't tell. Who's that? Nope, that's a mature one. That was more lighter color. 3-star mature. Hey, yeah, he's got a scruffy little neck thing. His little neck thing's more scruffy. Let's go for him. Oh, here we can do the collar thing because he's gonna. Oh no, he's gonna be high star. I'll show in a second. Hey, this could be a second 3-star mature. You could be onto something there, Jax Warden. Unless he trotted up ahead. Because you said you had 2 3-star matures? Look at, yeah, that's quite the change in coat. Very rich on those young ones. Which is kind of cool. And this is definitely in the middle. I like the, oh, I just spooked him. I like the, oh, I died. Son of a... What? Well, that's gonna delay a few things. Now there's my nice kudos. So what I've seen so far is I actually like the model of it. Looking close at the textures didn't look that great. But, where was I? I was down here or something, right? Like here? But I did like the neck scruff of the mature one. Like, that really stood out. So I thought the mature one, like, there was a good difference between those young and adults to that mature guy. And, yeah, that was a classic, the good old RNG roll of the dice when you spook them. When they go to spook, they'll roll a chance to charge. So that's the kind of numbers game there of the programming. Kim's buck females have better horns than the males. Oh no. Hey John. What am I carrying? In the game, I got the 224. That's about it. Is there an animal in Call of the Wild that has females that can make diamond? I don't know, like some of the predators, maybe? I don't know. I don't play it enough. I got Tarkov. Nice. 2 3-stars and 1 adult, 1... 2 3-stars, 1 adult, 1 star, 1 adult... It sounds the same, buddy. I bet you there was another 3-star mature there, because that's what I was seeing, right? No, wasn't there 2 1-star youngs, though? I think there were 2 1-star youngs, so it might be slightly different. I might have an extra 1-star young, and only have the 1 3-star mature. Texture's not looking great is the animal detail thing that one person always bring up on the socials. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if they're moving, it'll look better. I don't think the textures ever look that great when the animal's not moving in this game. You know the UTV has a lower spook rate than walking? Well, I play on Hiker. So on Hiker it doesn't. It has a lower spook rate than sprinting. But the UTV, on Hiker anyways, the UTV will spook before them if I'm doing this movement. The sprint's louder than the UTV. This is actually about the same. So I think usually in my experience, jogging and the UTV spook about the same, and then sprint is louder than the UTV. At least that's what I've found. Yeah, Unreal Engine 4 hair textures. Call the Wild, Gims, females could make diamond back in the day. Right. Well, because like rabbits and stuff, right? The rabbits are supposed to be bigger as females. I might have had 2 and only saw 1. Oh, I see. The 5-star wildebeest took me out. A jackalope Easter egg. Well, this is taking longer than I thought. I didn't anticipate getting run over. Oh yeah, the hyenas, right. And in this game it's got it backwards on the hyenas, right? The females are bigger. And Call of the Wild doesn't have hyenas, right? Kind of surprised they don't. I always look at Call of the Wild and I see the environments. And I always kind of want to play it, but as soon as I start playing it, I then don't want to. Or at least it doesn't connect with me. I keep wanting to go back to Classic. But I really love Medved as a map, so I'm always kind of drawn to Medved. In Hirschfelden, just because it was the first map. And yeah, I know it released with Leighton Lakes at the same time, but I played the Call of the Wild beta, and Hirschfelden was done first. And it was in Classic. So I love seeing, like, I mean, when Call of the Wild was coming out in beta and everybody was really excited about it, it was basically everybody was thinking Classic 2.0. And so we got Hirschfelden 2.0 basically right out of the gate. So Hirschfelden's always kind of special to me because it was like, at that time I'm like, wow, we're getting Classic 2.0. Oh, we got the encyclopedia unlocked here. Hold on, let's take a look. So it's gonna be tier 6. Where are you? Right here. A great big recommended energy. One of the largest antelopes. Oh, it's an antelope. The common eland inhabits east and southern Africa. It is known for its distinct clicking sound as it walks and distinctive spiraled horns. 20 years, so they're going to be a good work to get them up to 5-star, and you get 1,000 kilogram 5-star. Wow, holy smokes! They don't seem that big when I'm looking at them. 1,000 kilograms? Oh, I need more to unlock there. Okay. Well, we could have seen the sleepy things. Yeah, okay, there's their standard 9 in the morning water. Okay. Oops. Do we got action? Ah, here they, wait. How did I spook them at 390 meters? This is hiker difficulty. You can jog up to them to 100. I think I ran, like an animal ran into them, maybe? Well, I just pushed them towards the water, I guess. Just say the animal glow Call of the Wild. Yeah, you can turn all that off. You can turn all the glow off. If you use the... Oh. Well, the spook said they were like 300 meters away. Well, let's keep an eye on them. They're gonna get stuck on the water. Wind is good. But yeah, if you want to have a realistic Call of the Wild experience, you just kind of ignore the Great One grind and all the silliness. Everything's running everywhere. Get out of here, animals. I just want the Eland. You turn everything off. If you like the dogs, I mean, at least use the scent hound. And if you have the scent hound, then you don't need any glowy tracking at all, because the scent hound will find the tracks for you, like when you make a hit. So you don't need any glowy thing at all. Like you can really play Call of the Wild without the glows. So that's what I've been considering doing. And I did do it a little bit, because if you use the dogs will find all your glowy stuff that you really need. You don't really need anything. I play without using any of the perks. I'll use some of the skills. I'm not even sure which ones I'd use. I might not even really want to use the skills, but I don't like any of the perks. I find all the perks to be arcade-like. I don't shoot far enough in that game to worry about having to change the zeroing. And usually only doing like 300-meter shots at the most anyways in the game, so it's not really a whole lot to learn bullet drop. So I don't use like any perks. And I turn like glowy stuff off, or I want to. Depends on the session or whatever. But then, if you do that, Call of the Wild's not bad as a hunting game. If you ignore all the arcade stuff. You just have to like shut off all the arcadey YouTubey stuff. And all the arcade stuff in it, and then it does pretty good. 2-star a lot. I really do like the dogs in the game. I like in Call of the Wild. I think they did a good job on them. I like how you can blend them together. At least they're in a nice open spot here now. Yeah, I only got one 3-star mature. If they live 20 years, 4-star adults are a bug again, yeah, I'm not going to be surprised that's a bug. They've done it before. I'm just going to come up to them to see until I, like, alert them. I'm going to need to be close for the shot, so... Just don't see how they weigh as much as capes and are new. Yeah, I don't know how these weigh 2,000 pounds. You must stink bad. Oh, I must have missed something. Well, that's true. I probably do stink pretty bad. Very observant, Barry. I did like the dogs and the quail. Yeah, they got good quail hunting and stuff. Didn't know you could. Yeah, you could turn off all the glow. I can't stand looking through the binoculars and have. Okay, with the binoculars, having the glow is okay. I cannot stand the glow through the rifle scope. That is like wall hacks. Like the animal's like in the bush, and it could just highlight it, and you can see exactly where the animal is. Like that is super arcadey. I cannot turn on that stuff. But it's way better if you turn the stuff off. And don't use, like, the Call of Duty perks. Or whatever. Like, super fast reloads and reload while sprinting around and whatever. I'll say Call of the Wild captured the field of the P and W far better than the Way of the Hunter. Idaho is the least favorite part of it they could have done. Give me Washington, Oregon a day. Nice. Idaho without the big rivers is lame. Without the big rivers. Okay. So it looks like this is about as close as I'm going to get, because I've spooked them. And I want to get to like 100 for a nice close shot. They're not really alert, but they're in that kind of, like I've been detected mode. So, but it's close enough to run in with the camera one more time. And I want it to be not paused. Oops. I want to see the mature, because this is the mature here. He's got that dark kind of scruffy scruff. Okay, no, the model is the same-ish. Like, I'm looking at their little beard kind of thing. I think this is darker. But then it's always the light playing tricks, too. Anyways, this is the mature here. And... like, the young's down here. He's like a much more red color. There's the other, yeah. So I got 2 1-star... 3 1-star youngs? Because these are like identical models. And then... this was a 3-star. This was the adult back here. So it is definitely a transition of rich brownish red to this medium one. And then this guy... so he does go darker, but he also goes lighter. His back's all lighter, but this is all darker, like his top of his leg. And whatever. We'll just shoot this guy. I do like the color of these guys. Like, that looks better. Like I figured, like, when they're moving. Oh, yeah, and then they're going to be watching the camera. I don't know why they never fixed that either. Okay, let's do a shot and actually get one. Maybe. It probably won't be successful. I got such a puny gun. Well, we can't really do a quartering shot with this. This is like the tier 3 224. Oof, that is bad. Well, nope, he's gonna turn. Okay. What you gonna do, buddy? Can you not glitch into everything? That would be good. Oh, come on, get out of there. Yes, I'll show the collar glitch once I take a shot here. Feel me, that's why I quit. Never knew you could turn it off, but it's been years since I played. Right, yeah, it made it a lot better when I could turn it off. Like, I'd watch YouTubers play, and then all of them, like, aiming through the scope, they would highlight them, and then they would shoot them, and they would all be, because you could highlight, like, 3 at the same time. Oh, here we go. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Oh, I hit the wrong button again. I'm hitting both mouse buttons. That's old man. I hit him in the back. Darn it. I am curious, like, how the 224, like, looks when it hits, but, should be able to find him and track him down again. Maybe, hopefully. Oh yeah, so the collar glitch. Let's see if it's doing it. So, it's basically the arrow across the bottom. So you try to watch the arrow across the bottom. It's gonna teleport. You'll see here. So this is the bad shot. Well, I mean, I think the position was fine. It's just too weak. But I'm curious as to like how close it got. And then there's the second shot. And then he's gonna stop. Oh, I got more blood. We didn't take him out with the second shot. That doesn't make any sense. The bleeding must stop up here. Well, let's see. Maybe the glitch was only at the start. It should teleport or something. I don't know. Maybe it won't show it. Basically, the arrow leaves its UI and goes to the right. Like, it keeps going, it doesn't stop, and it goes over to, like, the other icons. It was earlier, anyways. Because that's, I mean, maybe it was, okay, the blood stopped. Maybe it was, just a temporary bug or something. I don't know, it's earlier on in the video or stream. But, so he went this way, we'll track him down. I just want to see what the collar arrow does, if it keeps going or not. See if the bug is still present. I know they went this way. Bring your little microphone thing, speaker thing. See if it stops. Is it gonna work? Okay, it's working now. Maybe it was just the high fitness one. I don't know, you'll have to like rewind at the start because it was doing it. It was quite weird. I think it's working fine now though, so. But that's why it's recorded. The evidence is there. So it'll bug out once in a while, maybe. Maybe it only happens after you change and select a different animal. I don't know. See if we can find these guys. So we know there's only one 3-star mature, so I know which one to shoot again, given that we can't tell. Loses too much energy too quickly. Light bullet, high speed, yeah. Well, it was only like 100 meters, though. I mean, how much energy it's going to lose at, like, what do we got here? So, 1900. And then what's this tree? Yeah, so it only lost, like, to 200 joules or something. 200, 300 joules. Oh, there they are. Here they are. That wasn't bad finding them again. Okay, they see me. They did not spook. We just need to find the 3-star. Ah. Okay, he's not really in a great spot. I hit him in the left side, right? Yeah, I would have hit his left lung. So we want to put another one in his left side. Alright, we're gonna have to wait till he does something. Oh, let's see. Do I bow hunt? In the game? No, I think the bow hunting is not great in here. In real life? No. Oh, the wild and classic I like bow hunting. Flash absorbs too much for light bullet. Yeah. Well, we won't really get into too much of the science of the thing. Because in the game, doesn't matter which bullet you use, the flesh still ticks away. I'm just hitting at a lot less energy. It was doing it when using the low fit bumble. Was that not what I tried? I think I tried both. So switching to the high fit bumble should do the trick. Interesting. What do you see wrong with the bow hunting in this game? I think they need to change the field of view. I gotta think about that now. I never liked it for some reason. Probably because you can't get... Yeah, a lot of it's to do with you can't get the animals close enough. Easily enough. Like, it's all calling them in. Like, you can't spot and stalk and get close in this game. Not in an enjoyable way. So the spot and stalk AI in the game isn't enjoyable for me to do. That's why I play on Hiker. Because I don't like, I'll play on Ranger, but I won't spot and stalk in Ranger. Because it's just annoying. It's not fun, it's annoying. Like, I can do it, it just isn't fun. So Hiker, it just speeds up the whole process, is the whole thing. So it's just not really interesting at all, the bow hunting in this game. Okay, so we got his left side. We've got some twigs. So this should get him. Well, 2 of the 224s should knock out that guy's lung. I would assume. I would expect it from the 223, so... So let's see here. Is he still not down? Oh my good lord. Okay, I'm oh, he's down. Okay. He is going to be a flesh kill. Okay, so we're in for some long tracking. I didn't knock out his lung. It's going to be a flesh kill. Okay, so I am curious as to why his lung's not knocked out. There should have been two bullets impact the left lung, unless I totally forgot the first shot, or really messed one up. Tell Fan that. Well, Fan, he doesn't really bow hunt in the game either. You're never reaching the lung? Well, here's the thing, though. I can reach the lung with the 243 on a Cape Buffalo. So you should be able to do it with the 224. We'll track him down, see what's going on. I mean, I predict I'm reaching the lung. I'm just obviously not knocking it out. So it's not getting there with enough oomph. Which is, it's kind of surprising. Because we could do the math. If I'm hitting at there... Yeah, I mean, I should still be hitting... Yeah, we should have enough pin energy to hit half the long health bar. And then 2 bullets should have filled it up. But, you know, I might have missed the shot. We'll find out. It's fun, but I may just collapse on the keyboard if I don't get some shut-eye. Okay, yep, good call. I won't be streaming too long. I wasn't expecting this many people to find the stream, actually. So, I might go a little longer than I was expecting. 224 might reach it, but it's not doing very much. Well, how does a 224 compare to the 223? Because Toothless took down a Cape Buffalo with a 223 with 1 shot, so I mean, if that can be done. And then I took down many animals with a single shot on the 223. So the math is there. I'm assuming I'm hitting him at an angle or something. Before the ammo change? Well, the ammo change... Oh. The ammo change didn't actually change their calculations, though. Just the energy the bullets had. Which would affect it, too. So, yeah. But I don't know if the 223 changed that much. But I guess they did drop, but not all the bullets changed a bunch. Because they nerfed them and then they brought them back up again. So a lot of them ended up being very similar to like when they were started. They just all lost energy over distance. But the Cape Buffalo wasn't being shot very far away. So is he down or like still standing here? I mean, we can try and get this cow in one shot. Okay. We'll see what happens. We'll use the hunter sense dot. Yeah, she survived that for sure. That is a pokey little shot. Alright. See, I would think a 243 would have did that. Would have successfully done that, but I don't know if the 243 hits that. 2400 or something? 2200? So it is hitting a lot less. Oh, there he's down. I think you have more streamers because you're back on the game that kind of started you. Oh yeah, the algorithms got me stuck on Whale Hunter, right? Basically, hey now. What the? Great. So he's not dead. Not yet. Oh my goodness, yeah, the flesh kill on this guy's gonna take him forever to die. Uh, 243 hits way harder than a 224. About 100 meters. This is like 1700? And like the 243 is like 500 more? I mean, it's percentage-wise, it's much bigger. But how much more, like how much is the 223 in comparison? Oh, we're gonna have to spook these guys out of there. I love your content, but only... Oh yeah, no, just watch the stuff you're interested in. That's for sure. I wonder if they lowered other species to fit these guys in like Call of the Wild did. What do you mean lowered? Oh, the population? No, I don't think they do that. Because all the zones and stuff and herds are all mapped out. Ah, here we go. Science time. Take a look at them. Oh. Oh my god. What is that shot? What is this? What? What? That's a funny shot. What shot 2 look like? Oh, that was in the bum. What shot 3 look like? Oh. Mr. Jax Warren is correct. What is this? What? What a horrible cartridge. What is that? Oh dear. And there's the flash kill. Oh my goodness. I didn't realize just how weak that sucker is. See, now I want to take the 223 against these guys. What kind of cavity cone is that? That is the worst cavity cone I've ever seen in this game. You can't do anything with this cartridge. What the? That is brutal. Oh well. Well, this would be the new cartridge to have fun with to see what in the world it can do. But I would need to be shooting the 223 along with it. Because now I gotta go check the energy on the 223. Because this is the ugliest cartridge damage profile I've ever seen. Anyways, here's this. Here's the guy. Inspect. There. He doesn't even look that old in this one. Oh well. There. Alright, well there's the Eland. There we go. That is, I gotta go get the 223. Cause what in the fart is that cavity profile? I mean, the 22 has a better cavity profile. Told you so, learn the code, the science, that's the Tibu, or you wish. Well, you wouldn't ever shoot a 224 against Eland. 2243 at 90 meter, took it in one. Oh yeah, the 2243 looks like a monster compared to this thing. It's a varmint round. It was okay, so the 243 is hitting far higher than I thought it would. I thought it was more like 22, 2300. Yeah, 90%. What's the 223 hitting at though? Where's my 223? Yeah, I am interested in, well, I was using that tier 3 round or whatever. I am interested in that rifle now. Of trying the different bullets. What did I use with the 223? So you'd have to use the tier 3 as well, right? Well, what's the free one do? Because then we're both using the free. Can I line up on this shed? So 1600? What's this one doing? $1,800. I'm so curious now. Out here. $1,500? $1,800. I mean, it's hitting harder than 223. Oh no, that's fine, Jack's War. No, thanks, man. No, don't worry about it. No, you're all good, man. I can't, do the little heart thing on that one for some reason. You're all good. It's good to be interested in the science of the game. I'm just puzzled. I want to know what the 223 does when it hits. You can find him again? I sent it because I love your content. Thank you, sir. I appreciate all info. And all stuff. All viewers, all support, all good. I'm very curious about this cartridge now. Like, is the 223 not gonna get to the lung either? Emptied the piggy bank on that one. Well done, Jax. Yeah. Actually, I haven't tried that since the ammo change. Huh. If I played more, I would be doing a lot of test shots with these. Because I am puzzled with their science on it. That cavity damage is horrible. But it's hitting harder than the 223 though, right? But I've had a lot of success with the 223. But you're right, I don't know if it was before the ammo change. It probably was. But I've done a lot with the 223, so I don't know. Yeah. Like, you know. You definitely called it. I just, that's mean. I've been, in my head, I've been comparing it to the 223. And I take moose down with the 223. And elk and all them. So I thought it would at least make the lung. Like, are these things a lot fatter than the models showing? This game's one major science experiment. Well, when you're trying to, yeah, figure out what the hell's going on. Like, I get it, it's way underpowered. But I mean, I've hunted everything in the game with this thing. I've only not been able to take the Cape Buffalo down with one shot. With the 223, that's it. And Toothless did it, but yeah, it was probably before the ammo change. We can try the electronic collar. Again, see if I can get the bug to come back. I think maybe if you select a different animal. Let's try this. Yeah, so here's the bug. See how fast that arrow's moving? Like, it's moving right along. See if it does it or not. There it goes. So it's just gonna... Little arrow's just gonna carry on. Go visit the other icons in the bottom right. So it looks like it bugs out when you switch. To the new thingy, to the new animal. See, I was never gonna do science on this thing. But I'm just so curious now, because that cartridge is ridiculous. So, its Tier 3 version is hitting harder than the Tier 4 223. I'm puzzled on that one. So why is it called a Tier 3 if this is a Tier 4? Whoop. Nope, that's kudu. We'll just listen for a minute. Time is it? Time's getting on. Hopefully they make a sound or something. I'm not going to be picky on which one I hit. Yeah, because I'd want to use the Tier 4 cartridge. Because then it should definitely be stronger than the 223 Tier 4. I still can't get over the cavity profile on it. I mean, the 22 had a bigger cavity profile. Well, there's no... no sound of them. This is their icon? So I got their sleepy zone. But I didn't get anything else, right? Calling him while I love his content. He's a great guy for what I can tell and deserves it. I'm giving many more under another name. Wait, what? You did super chats under different names? I usually know the people that do that. Now I'm curious as to what name you're using. Oh, I see. Yeah, Mr. Bevan, right. I just figured you just change your name, yeah. Oh, I thought maybe you're like one of the other guys, and I'm like, wait, what? Yep. I remember. I had two Jameses, and both Jameses have changed their names. We got Iron Jim and Jax Warden now. Mr. Bevan. Here they are. Okay, we get to do a science experiment. So Jax Warden and I understand Liquid Fire went into like the programming code of the game and we're learning things. But all bullets typically perform the same, but this one definitely is not performing as expected. Because even at a low energy level, they don't act like that. It was just weird. So now I want to hit one with this, because it would make more sense to me if these things are fatter than I think they are. Because it's like I hit a Cape Buffalo. Oh, you buggers. So I'm assuming, like you said earlier, there's too much flesh. But when I'm looking at them from like the side view, it looks like there isn't like a whole lot. Like I'm treating it like I'm hitting, like shooting an elk or something. Or even a moose. So I mean, if they have like the fat of a Cape Buffalo, then it makes sense to me. It's hard to get the sort of the size perspective from that bullet screen, because it doesn't show like where like you can see where the flesh starts, because that's when the line starts, like when the damage. but it's not easy to see. Like a Cape Buffalo, you can sort of see it and it makes sense. I think I need a better perspective on their size, I think. And the 223 will give me that kind of perspective, I think. Because if the 223 doesn't reach the lung, then what I'm doing is I'm just underestimating the size of them. And I should be treating it like a Cape Buffalo. It's actually the bullet design in speed and energy. Well, if I can hit one with the 223, then it'll start making more sense to me, maybe. I tell you, the energy graph has nothing to do with the energy in the organs. It's actually more of the speed and energy loss of the bullet. Yeah, see, this is where it's going to get a little complicated in, like, the explanations, because when you're explaining things, I agree with it. It just sounds like you're explaining it a different way than I explain it. So it's kind of like I explain why the sky is blue, and then you explain that the sky is blue just in a different way, and then it's just like, yeah, that's fine. So then it gets a little confusing. Because we're both like saying the same thing but differently. Oh, I'm alerted them again. There's one. So you've seen code and stuff of the game, but this will be my stubbornness, just because of how I know the developers and like their programming of the thing. Oh no, now they're bugging out. It's gonna be annoying. These days, I absolutely refuse giving them more credit of overcomplicating this thing, because they have trouble with basic stuff. So if they have trouble with basic things, there's no way they're making that bullet stuff complicated. Even if it's like in the code, it's from someone that did it a long time ago. And they're somehow using it. I don't know. How are these guys so paranoid on me? I'm on the easy difficulty. Let me get closer. This guy's gonna come out and investigate. I want to get fairly close and just hit one here. Nice broadside. Do not trot away. I've never been able to tell if the cows are actually easier to kill or not. I assume slightly, since the hitbox is a bit fatter on the guys. How about you? You want to stand broadside? No. Here we go. Which one's the 223? This one. He's slightly quartered, right? Ah, you bugger. Give me a good broadside. I need a similar shot. How about you? It's looking broadside, eh? I'm not gonna know which one it is. Yeah. See, now I'm gonna have to, like, see the bullet screen. I don't know which one I hit. DM you on Discord? It's fine. I already know the results of it. We've had chats before in the comment section and stuff before. That's pretty much how it ends up. I just read it and I go, yep, that's right. and then other stuff just, anyways. I don't know. I won't get too much into it. I just know, like, even with seeing the code, I don't know. I don't really want to, like, get into it too much. Everything's always been more simple than it seems in this game. Every single thing. And they have trouble with basic programming of, like, the UI and the game and stuff. So I don't see massive advanced bullet modeling here. But yeah, I need to see the shot, but I don't even know which one I hit, so... Almost Tarkov'd again. Completely understand. Yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm curious on this shot only to see if I'm underestimating the size of the body, which I assume I am. And if that's the case, my opinion on how the damage to stuff works doesn't change. Because I know how the 223 works. And if it works, like if it doesn't get to the lung like the 224 did, then I'm simply underestimating the size of the animal. And it's got like the padding of the Cape buffalo. Where I'm treating it like an elk or a moose. I don't know where they went. I'm gonna have to teleport them again. And I don't know if I have the caring to know to find out. My ambition to find out isn't what it used to be. I'm gonna have to teleport him again. They take off pretty fast. Sometimes the animals will diddle around after you hit them, kind of prance around for a second, but they just kind of bolt. No, it was the tier 3. I'm comparing both of the unlimited ammos, like the default ammos gator. And the tier 3 one has more energy than the tier 4 223. So tier 3 224 has more energy than the tier 4 223. So I figure it's still a good comparison. But it's acting funny. I think it's just me. I don't know where these guys went. Yeah, I don't have a ton of patience for the signs here. That's going to be my conclusion, most likely. I'll teleport him again, but I'm assuming the 223 bullet's stopping before the lung as well, which is what it does on the Cape Buffalo. Unless you're close enough and get between the ribs. I don't know where they went. I should probably just do the hiker thing and like drive around the UTV. Oh, they're there. Well, at least they're in the open. Just knowing the ballistics, it should penetrate more and give more cavity, but still not enough energy. You're just asking so I get you to keep up and see it? Knowing the ballistics. Yeah, so I think that's where the main difference is. You're seeing like ballistics, like the physical bullet having a factor in it. And I just see every bullet as the little fireball that it is in the game. It's only animated as a data point. It's where there's a fireball inserted in it. So it doesn't actually have any physical properties in my mind. So it's all just one unit. In reality, you would have a whole bunch of parameters and stuff. But in this game, to me, it's just a fireball. That's an invisible point. And just energy data. But I mean, they can do more to it. It's just every time I've given the developers more credit for complications, it's always been not the case. I mean, it's always been simpler than everybody thinks it is once we figure it out. So I don't see any parameters besides energy, and then a multiplier. Like I was talking to Gator earlier, and I was talking to Liquid Fire. The slugs have a multiplier of 3.6 or something silly, and the bows are like 12, and the bolts are like 16. Like it's just energy and a multiplier to me. I don't see them doing any more calculations than that. That's the part I'm stuck on. I mean, they don't model it in the game besides a data point. That's all they said is data point be fireball. So I don't see, anyways. See them having that much more detail than that. Other than energy and multipliers. Actually beyond that for sure. And a single point in space in their code, bullet construction. Yeah, exactly, Gator. As I mean, Jax Warden looked into the code, and he says he sees more. And it's not like I'm going to say it's not. I don't know. Because so far, all the calibers and bullets that we have in the game all act the same. All it is energy. So I don't see why this one would be different. Okay, we got this guy broadside. Now, I need one that's like a little different. Is there just one adult 1-star? Okay, there's a 2-star. There's probably just this one guy. Now here's the thing, with the 223, if it was an elk, like I wouldn't have any issue with this. You little bugger. Don't you trot away. See, I don't have patience for this. Like, it's not even a spook, it's just them relocating because I alerted them. Yeah, I don't really have patience for it. Like, I just don't care that much. I'll see what they look like when I go over this hill. It's like in the volumetric calculator that War Thunder ended up doing. Oh, I see. Bring War Thunder into it. Yeah, but see, Jax Warden is saying that stuff's there. Is what I'm saying. And it's not like you can say, no, it's not, right? Because you and I don't look in the code. It's just I don't see the evidence of it. Is kind of what I'm saying. So, like, even if it's in the code, I don't think it's working. Like, if it is in the code. And I I don't know any developer they have that would be able to do that math stuff. When they have trouble, like when the game came out, it took them like a year to figure out the first-person camera. I mean, if they can't figure out the first-person camera, you're not going to have like advanced ballistic parameters and stuff. All right, here's a guy, 1-star adult. You son of a... What is with these guys? Oh my god. This is facepalm moment right now. So the question was asked earlier, which game's more realistic? That is not. That charging stuff. That is, oh. They should never really added that. I mean, I get it, but they didn't do it very well. The animal just goes run at the waypoint, like run at the location of the hunter. Like it's not... Back to the lobby. Thanks, Mark. I agree with you. I haven't seen anything indicated working on a deeper level than impact, energy decaying, pen, and damage. I would drive the UTV back. Yeah, I was just even too frustrated to pick a different vehicle. Be aware of your surrounding... Yeah, thanks, Barry. Well, I never liked how they implemented the charging stuff. It's way too basic. There's no charging animation. They put like a charging sound in sometimes. They just run in a straight line. You just sidestep them and then that's it. I don't know. It certainly doesn't add to the immersion or realism to me. All I see is... See, I don't want to be so negative and negative on them, but I just call it as it is. I just see lazy programming with that charging stuff. Like, that's just bare minimum. Yeah, see, it's... So, what was that? The 1-star young? Oh, they're right there. I can't remember. Was it the 1-star young? No, 1-star adult, sorry. This guy. Or is there another one? Because if I run him over with a Jeep, I don't get a bullet cam, right? I think it's this guy. Yeah, I think it's the only one. One quick video. Well, one quick video. Yeah, this guy's got 2 bullets in him, and he's fine. He's doing fine. No, that's the wrong gun. We're not using that one anymore. Don't you walk away. Oh. I'm gonna shoot you in the back of the head. Look at this. Look at this. Look at where he stopped. You little prick. I see you. Oh, that's all my bullets I had. I didn't even reload. In my Jeep. It's the one marked wounded. Thanks, Barry. I'm looking at picking this game up. How does it compare to Call of the Wild? Oh my, okay. You got me at the wrong time. Right now, I'll be praising Call of the Wild. Hmm. I don't know. Did it hit the same guy twice? Did he stop bleeding? Or did I just lose him in the puddle? Figured he would have been flesh killed by now. No? The same as the 224, maybe more penetration. If you like Great Ones and Grinding Call of the Wild, you won't like the trophy system here. Ballistics is better here. Mostly, this is slower. They feel more realistic. Color's probably a better game. Yes. I agree. Good summary. However, if you don't put all the arcade stuff on in Call of the Wild, like you don't use the arcadey perks and you turn off all the glows, I would argue that Call of the Wild beats this one in most categories. If you don't do the, you know, what it's designed to do. Oh, who's that? Because they went this way. Thought I seen him over here. All these glowy things. Got them up there? Alright, I should just get the Lapua. Just shoot them all. Then I'd find the one. That one laying down? Not a rock. Where are ya? That's a springbok. Now where do they go? Who's this? Eh? Somebody was there here. I don't really worry if I spook them, because I can just follow them with the Jeep. Classic is better than both, probably. Or 16. Gotta keep the slug gun with you, it's my yeah. Yeah, I do like the slug, yeah, the Sabot. Well, actually, I like the morning silence 20 gauge slug the best. Oh, this isn't even the... This isn't even the right guys. Wrong gun. That bush. I'm seeing a screenshot. The 224 is either bugged or this animal model is. Oh, yeah. Where am I thinking of the herd marked? I don't know. I'm here. Oh, this one? I'm right on the sleepy zone. Oh, I got the drinky zone. So that's good. Okay. Let's see how the 223 is against these kudu. Because before I wouldn't be concerned about the shot. Oh, how'd that miss? Too far forward. I mean, he's going down. Armor plated. A varmint round. Isn't the 223 a varmint round? Sort of. Or I guess a human round too. Oh, you just shot Jim's buck with the 224? So I should be testing it just on an animal I'm familiar with. Let's slow him down with it. Oh, so if I go back to Nez Perce and I shoot a mule deer with this 224, it's gonna act more like I'm remembering. Oh, guess what we're doing next? This stupid game making me test all this stuff out. Alright, we still gotta track down. Oh, he's dead. There he is. Oh, make sure he's dead with the little 224. Are you dead? Yep. So let's see what the 223 did to this guy, because I know what to expect from that gun. You can take a deer with it. Each animal is... Yeah. But what Gator's saying is the new guys, Eland, seem to have, like, way more resistance. And, like, I mean, it's still flesh. I mean, they're not like a tank. Yeah. Come on, now. The 223 act exactly like expected. Exactly. See, so what? The 224 with more energy doesn't do this. What a garbage kudo that is. Where'd the rest of them go? That was a one-shot kudo with the 223. Man, I use this gun all the time for this stuff. Or used to, anyways. Like, did they put something in the 224 code that just said, this cartridge sucks? Now I want to hit a kudo with this thing. But I think it's just quicker if I go to Nez Perce and shoot something I'm familiar with. Which I think would be the wisest thing to do. Because I know exactly how the 223 hits a mule deer. So then I'll be able to relate the 224 to it. And then that might clear something up. But I never did see how the 223 hit the Eland, right? So are we saying they like made the Eland armored? Okay, I don't know where the kudo went. Okay, hold on. I'm getting too many things to have to do. What do they do after they drink? Jeez, I'm so out of shape with the game. They sleep, right? Alright, hold on. I still gotta see what the 223 did to that guy, because I hit him a lot. Double lung the gems, okay. 2-4 cone happens on the skin for Eland. Doesn't go any further? Bumble, you remember when pheasants used to survive? Yes. Pheasants would survive that friggin' 16 gauge back when it was crazy powerful. No, it depends on the animal. They don't just have tiers, they have weight classes. I have a meeting in the morning. I'll catch up. No problem, Jax Warden. Thank you again, good sir. Always a pleasure. Good information. Yeah, I'll keep poking away. I really want to see. I'm gonna go to this rest zone. I'll go to the UTV, and then I need to see what that 223 did to this thing. Oh my goodness. Your video will every content. Okay, thank you, Jax Warden. You're very generous. I definitely appreciate it. We don't mean to, you know, be difficult or anything. Yeah, I think to summarize it is, even if it's in the code, I think the summary of it is, we don't believe that stuff's working. In the code. Maybe they put it in there. I'm not sure it's working. Because observation is my issue. And that's what we're trying to sort out. Oh, here they are. We have a good meeting in the morning. And we got this guy right here. Oh, I get Discord notifications from Gator. Hold on, we're gonna set this guy down. I had enough of this. We're gonna roll my big gun. Right here. We had enough of this. Okay, which one is he? Right chair. Right chair. Is he running at me now? Oh, he just fell down. Okay, let's take a look at this. Oh, no, he didn't. Don't make me get out G again. Like, he doesn't look like he's as big as a Cape Buffalo, so I don't get the armor here. Alright, he's looking like a short moose. Or like a big goat. Really fat antelope, like what he is. Yeah, look. 223. That was expected. It almost took him out. What did they do to the 224 cartridge? So this gives... I know Jack's word's probably gone. But this definitely is showing code differences then. Tiny Chef does that again. So what do you make of this gator? It's too bad Jack's Warden had to go. And hopefully he catches up. Because this here, this is showing coding difference. That's not just energy. Which I haven't seen yet in the game. Not that's been obvious. Like every single bullet we get rips through it like this. Anything above the 223 or higher. So if it's a 223, you know, basically not the 22. If it's a 223 or higher, the bullet will just go flunk and go into like the next lung. I mean, this one didn't make it the next lung, but they all act like this. Why did the 224 just go, like, just stop? Eland seems to have a pheasant bug. I think it's either overlapping hitboxes or one missing. How come it didn't apply to the 223 here, though? This has acted exactly what I would expect. This is what I expected the 224 to do. Based on just it being a fireball. And just energy calculation. I'm gonna go shoot a mule deer with it. I replicated your first shot with the 224 perfectly. Tiny immediate cone. Oh, you sent me a picture on Discord. Hold on. Let me see. What am I looking at? Oh yeah, that thing ripped right through it. Wait, what bullet was I using though? Maybe I'm using, like, maybe the one I'm using is, like, broken. Because I'm just using the default one, right? Like, is it the specific cartridge I'm using that's messed up? Because, yeah, what you're showing me is what I thought I was going to get. So you're using the Fusion MSR? I was using this. 223, 243 worked like normal, so it's either 224 is bugged or the Eland model. My money's the Eland model. I'm guessing Eland 2. One of those pics I sent is failing completely on the Eland ripped through gems. I seen the one. You were using this one, which is the tier 4. I'm done with this cartridge. This is the one that's not working for me. But it's hunting tier 3, but my point is it's higher energy than the 223, but performing worse. And if the game is just energy-based, then there is something else to it. Which Jax Wardens is saying, right? Which I can see, but I haven't seen, like, significant till now. So I want to hit a mule deer with this sucker. Because 2 screenshots you sent are 243. No, 3 of them are 243. You're sending me 243 shots. There's a 224. Oh, no, I see it now. Yeah. Yeah, but the one you're using worked fine, but you used a different bullet. You used the tier 4 one on the one that worked. And this tier 3 one is like a piece of garbage. Yeah. Would stand for varmint. Yeah, okay, yeah. So that's what Jaxie Warden's saying. He's saying they programmed this differently than the bullets we know. Like they got other stuff happening here, which I haven't seen in the game yet. Like not significantly. We're gonna hit mule deer with it. Oh, did it actually bring the right stuff? Yeah, so they classified it as varmint, and then they coded something then, right? I can't think of what they did though. So here's some mule deer. We'll schmuck them with this thing. These are my test deer. I just need to know one that I can hit over and over again. Problem is they're always 1-star youngs because I always take them out, but we got a mature female I can shoot. It's what are they doing then? Because it has more energy. He's got plenty of energy. But it's dumping all the energy in that. You know what? That's probably what it is. They're dumping, like, that little cavity cone at the start. It's dumping all it's dumping half, like, the 52% energy in that little cone at the start. So then, like, it's continuing on with, like, half the energy. Does that make sense? It's just weird. Like how they're programming that bullet. Where's the mature female? That's so weird. Oh, she's over here. I didn't bring a bigger gun though, so I'll need to... They shouldn't be leaving. How's the wind? Oh, the wind's right at them. Well, let's just toss some bullets at her. 150. Maybe jog in a little bit more. Problem is... Oh, there's some bunny rabbits. The problem is the wind. Capcom doesn't happen with anything else I've seen. 224 and Eland and Pheasants back at the... Hey, Loungefly, I gotta stop watching your streams. We just get lost in science. I turned the game off. Yeah, it's a ridiculous game, really. I should be playing Active Matter. Okay, can I see her? Before they run away? See, they already ran away. I'm gonna have to teleport them again. Whoop. Not ideal science conditions. Yeah, I haven't seen that cone either, but it's like you know, it's like Jax Warden was saying there. If they manipulated it, how it functions, and I cannot give them too much credit because it's never as complicated as it seems. It is never anything we ever looked into in the game was always far simpler than it appeared every time. So it'll be difficult to convince me that it's anything more than energy as the only unit and a multiplier. That is it. But that's the only thing I can think of is since the that little part of a cone has to have 52% of the energy in it. And since it's really early, the rest of the calculations is going on 48% of the energy. Is my guess what's happening. So I mean, if you could take that little stupid cone and actually get it to an organ, it would crush it. Because it's got 52% of the energy in that little spot. So that is my hypothesis on what it's doing. We've just never had one do that. And the other thing, the one that's closest to it is the Steyr Gams. The 6.5 Creedmoor. It does something similar, but with way more energy. And a bigger cone at the start. So these guys are across the water, but that's fine. Where's the female? Did she die? Oh, I went a year ahead. Okay, she died. So I need one that is... Okay, we got a fudging in the mud. Do I have a female I can use? No, I got a 1-star young I can use. Adult female. Yeah, I gotta use this guy. Or I can use the young... Yeah, she died of old age. This is a far shot, though. But we just... Look at him. He's right behind the darn tree. The angler, though, surprisingly good. My disagreement with Jax is that I don't believe it's on purpose. Oh, I see. The angler? Oh, the game? Where'd the angler come from? Jax is no... Yeah. Let's mean, he's looking into the code. He's seeing stuff. And a thing that's happened with the game is people have always wanted to see the game as more complicated than it is. Like, they're seeing stuff. That's been an issue, like, since the games came out. And it's the same thing I did. Everybody does it because they're trying to see the super realism of it. But yeah, every single thing we looked into is always simpler. And so that's why my hypothesis thingy simplifies it. It's dumping its energy too low or too early, like right at the start. And none of the other bullets do that, so we've never been able to see this. And so my assumption is, yeah, it's just running on 48% of the energy on the rest of the way through. So it's not going very far. So it's like you're, instead of hitting at 1500, it's acting like you're hitting at 700. Does that make sense? Because that cavity damage just isn't even used. It's just dumped in the flesh, being useless. That is what I think they're doing. Now this guy, I'm assuming it's going to do the same thing. So I'm just going to like pepper him with bullets. Oh, he moved. Rear leg garter shot. Oh, another hit. I'm assuming he's not going to die. So that was the young guy. We'll give him a second. I don't want to run around the darn lake. I guess we will. I kind of like the gun, though. Little pop in the action sounds actually pretty good. Ah, you turn off the game, turn on the angler. Your science irritates me. Science PTSD, yeah. But in my head, I'm onto something, though. That's what they did. And wait, I thought you didn't like the angler. Last I talked to you, you really didn't like it. Reject science, return to... Monk? Return to monkey? It's more fun playing... Oh, okay, now you're gonna come around. We used to play the angler on the stream. Oh, he's old enough now, yeah. It's a social game. The angler did well as a social fishing game. Pretty much number one. Because the only time I had a lot of fun with it was when I was streaming it and people were fishing beside me. Playing it by myself, I got bored out of my mind. And annoyed. Fishing Planet was better before they redid the currency. Oh, really? I only liked Fishing Planet in the first, like, 1 or 2 years. And because it was more social, before they put characters in the game, like people running around, before that it was just a chat box. You always had like 20 people in there. And I found that better than having guys, because as soon as they put like characters in there, then there weren't as many people in the lobby. And no one talks anymore. Whereas before when the game came out, like Fishing Planet had lots of social stuff going on. Like fishing is you want to sit there and talk to somebody or like share stuff, like share spots and things like that. Like it's a very social experience, and none of the fishing games get that right anymore. And the angler was like the closest one in my opinion. That's modern. I would have preferred Fishing Planet stay the way it was. Yeah, stay the way it was before. Because, yeah, with the currency change, you used to be able to farm that currency, right? With uniques or whatever, and they took that away. Yeah, it was better the old way for sure. That game went downhill from, in my opinion on it, yeah. I mean, people still play it, but it was way better in the first couple of years. I teleport these guys around again. And then the angler was fun because they did the events and you actually had characters that were there and you could see what they caught. Anyways, it's a fun social game. I have no interest in it now at all since they stopped development. I think EW's a bit of a bozo for doing that. Like, I think the angler was probably still profitable for them. I think it was probably not profitable enough. which I think I think they should have kept going with it. Well, they also ended their other game, that Swedish robot game, Ground Zero or something, or not Ground Zero. It wasn't very popular, but it went longer and had way more DLCs. Kind of like, it was basically fighting robots in the Call of Wild engine, the Apex engine, and they had the same amount of DLCs. They had tons of DLCs, and then they ended it at about the same time as the Angler, but it didn't get as much fanfare, right, or whatever. So they ended 2 games at once, and all they did was keep Call of the Wild. So they consolidated. But I don't know why. It's not like they weren't successful. Like, I'm certain the Angler would have been making the money. On consoles and everything. It was like a really good console fishing game. Teleport them again. Tell me more how they use sophisticated coding. Watch my wind. I'm missing your chats. Too hard to free to play now. That's what I'm talking about pretty much, yeah. I was part of the early... Yeah, I was part of the open beta. And I used to support the game. I got all the cool fishing rods when they did the events, like the Patrick's Day rods and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty cool. And I like talking to people, you know, just at, what is it? The first map before they made that Texas one. I can't remember what it is. Mudwater or something? I used to just chat with people there. It totally changed. Swedish robot game was so good. The reused assets cracked me up. Oh, yeah, it's just Call of the Wild stuck in that thing. A lot of people liked it, though. I never did play it. I was willing to, like, buy it for $5, but now it only goes on sale for $6, and that's too much. EA Sports still made the best fishing game in 1999. Generation Zero, that's what it is. I think it was. Yeah, I think it would have been okay to play. I just never had time. 1-star adult, where are you? Oh, 1-star young. There he is, right there. This gun's kind of fun to shoot, though. It says my energy's good. Here's a little fart. Well, it gets trying to hit deer on the run pretty accurately. I'd never be able to hit him on the run either in real life. So I don't think he died. I mean, I'm peppering him. So it's not looking good for this cartridge. At one point they wanted to make a 2-to-1 scale version of Lake Fork, but they couldn't make it work out. Oh, Fishing Planet, right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how Fishing Planet really maintains its player base and funding and stuff. And people must really like it. I can't get into it anymore. I like the sounds and the immersion of it. Like sitting in that kayak they got. They really got like the waves slapping against the kayak. Like nice and calmly. Like they've got those sounds like right down. And the rod sounds, the water sounds. Like the immersion is high in that game. It's just like they jam like arcade in with their immersion. It's kind of weird. I don't know how to describe the game anymore. I only liked it in the first couple of years and then I didn't like it anymore. But yeah, they should have let you still farm that premium currency with the uniques. That definitely would have deterred me heavily. Because there's just no way for me to get that currency. There's no way I'm spending lots of money on that game. I mean, if they were fair about it and let me still gather some of it, I would still support it. But I would support the game in the way I would support other games where you just buy the odd cosmetic once in a while. Like a cool little rod. Like I bought that Patrick's Day rod set or whatever, I remember. A green funny rod. But not when they just basically deny you from getting it at all. So I only got like the one blood block and that's it. So yep, we're gonna teleport him again. I might have fleshed him. Because they're like flesh killed him. Because when you flesh kill him and then teleport him, then it like he doesn't die anymore or something sometimes. I should just bring, I mean, you know, oh, I can't switch the gun, can I? Alright, there's no parking out here. I should be flipping their zone, actually, but maybe the zone's stuck now. I might have flipped it too many times. Okay, I gotta see what this is doing to this deer. I'm assuming... Oh, no, they're here. That just took a second. Is he dead? Oh no, he's over here. Should have brought a bigger gun, because then I could just flatten him out now. I got the wind problem again. I don't know. Think I can, like, hit him in the head? It is a fun gun to shoot. I give it that. Give him a headache. Well, there should be some science there. If we ever find them. I like the gun, actually. If you use the tier 4 bullets. I think if you use the tier 4 bullets, it'll be a fun gun. I think these default bullets, with that weird cavity coney thing, is just pointless. You're kidding me? What, the shooting? Yeah, that's what makes no sense. Like, I'm hitting with more energy than the 223. That's what doesn't make any sense. So it's just dumping it in his flesh. Is what it's doing. So it's got no energy to carry on. I wouldn't pick this thing for anything over the 44. Yeah. That's what it's doing, though. I'm certain of it now. Well, I'll be certain of it when I see the bullet cam thing. At least that's what I would say, because that equals like that matches all our other observations of how the bullets work. I think I'm getting charged. Oh no, he turned. Oop. Yeah, he's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna get up and run around, right? Is that him? Yeah. What was the difference in the grain weight on that bullet to the tier 4? It was 60 to 90 or something? We can look in a second. I might be able to pull up the encyclopedia. And it's probably at the bottom. $60. $90, yep. Way heavier. Gator's got you covered. Yeah, you would just use the 90 with this gun. I wouldn't use anything else. But it's good to know what the default ammo does, because that's what the unlimited, what everybody just kind of uses if they're not paying attention to anything. And yeah, definitely only for varmints, but I think it, like, I get it, because the energy, like, it would kill all the varmints by just flesh killing them, right? Because it's got a lot of energy that's just dumping into the flesh for them. So I see the logic in the programming of it. Well, when if they're just thinking it's just supposed to be for the badgers and stuff. Chase them right across the entire map. Did he turn? Even sucks for varmints in real life. $22,250 king for critters. Raccoons explode. Poor raccoons. Alright, I don't know if he's... Okay, he's finally down. Okay, we're gonna see the same thing. I don't think it's bugged. I think that's how they program the thing. Is my assumption here. We're gonna see the same stupid cone. Yeah. Yep. That's what they did. So at what point does the energy all get spent? Oh, it doesn't show because the cone doesn't develop till the end. Yeah, okay. Like, look at that stupid cartridge. Oh my god. That is what they did. You take half the energy away in this little section. This one's got bone, though. So, basically, instead of hitting at 1500 joules, you have to treat it like you're hitting it with 700. That's basically what this is. I'm hitting it with 700 joules. That's what you're doing. If I was shooting any cartridge in the game and I was hitting at 700 joules, like ignore the stupid cone shape. This is how far the bullet would travel. The problem is you'd have to repeat this, like with the 243. You would have to hit, yeah, with a total of 700. So like on the hunter sense thing, like when you're reading it, it would have to read 700, and then you would get the shot like this. I mean, it would still do better damage because the cone would be spread out more. A little bit, anyways. But I'm talking about the distance traveled. Look at the skull shot. Oh my god. Oh. Oh dear. Anyways, this is what's happening in my mind. Yeah, you're just ignore cavity entirely. It's like there's no cavity at all. Like, this is stupid. You're shooting something with 700 pen damage. That's it. Like at this range. So cut the damage in half. That's what you're doing. That can't be. It is on purpose. I bet you anything it is. .22 rifle would do more damage. I think they did this on purpose. Maybe? You know, maybe they did do it. Maybe they did do it wrong. So yeah, okay, Gator. I could see that. I can certainly see them programming this wrong. I see your point of view. I can also see them doing it intentionally, though. Because all they're seeing is varmint round. And they're like, okay, let's make this bullet different. This is what we'll do. But with their damage model and energy model, that's what's happening. At least I'm pretty sure that's what's happening. Because here's like right at the start where it enters. And then like right here, half the damage, yeah. Yep. That's how you would treat it. You would take your hunter sense and you would line up on this rock. And then it's saying you're hitting at 1600, but you're actually hitting at 750. Like you'd have to treat it like you're shooting 750 joules. So it makes sense to me. There we go. And that's all that matters. The world only has to make sense to me. Check out the 22 shot I just sent you. Oh, is this interesting? Okay, 1 second. What's going on with the 22? Well, I'm not shooting fox, though. Like, the fox is a super tiny body, though. Because I used to shoot the animals with the 22 as well. But you're hitting the fox with like 100. Yeah, it's a hard comparison, though. You would still think it would travel further, though, right? I see what you're kind of saying, I think. Like, because I'm hitting at 700, it should still travel further, right? So I'm seeing where you're thinking it's bugged. Okay, I give it 50-50. I'm seeing where you're saying it's bugged. This is wild how well that works in comparison, even like with 10% energy. 22 is more effective than 22. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. Well, the damage is all, like, all the... I gotta relook at it again. That's, I mean, all the hitboxes and, like, hit points are all different on a pox. We never really studied them because they were useless. Like, they just died on everything, so it didn't matter. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to, make it seem like you didn't realize you're shooting a fox. I'm just saying it's a hard one to translate. To compare. Because I was shooting, like, earlier on, I was shooting the 22 at all sorts of animals. And it was kind of similar to the 224. But the 224 is still hitting with way more energy, right? So I can see why you're saying it's bugged. Because it should still be penetrating further. Unless the bullet is fragmenting a ridiculous amount, yeah, it should travel more. We agree that the energy is what determines the pin and all, then it's got to be... Yeah. Otherwise, they did cool... Okay. They did cool, terrible stuff for once. Yeah, I see what you mean. I mean, you'd have to hit the mule deer with the 22. Because you need the same scale. But yeah, the 22 is only hitting like 100 joules or something there, right? I mean, if it was closer, what does it hit with? 200 or something? And it would travel probably as far as the 700 joules of the 224. I don't know. That is messed up. I'm getting a message on Steam? Hold on. I think that was a Steam message. It's just an old acquaintance, I guess I would call this. From Hunter Classics Day, actually, messaged me. I think they were a moderator for the Hunter Classic forums. And somehow I became friends with them. They message me once in a while. They were doing an Eland hunt. And they got a 5-star, like, right away. And they're like... Can't say it was that fun, really. Okay. Yeah, that's means interesting. It's supposed to be the Eland thing, but now it's just... Like, I could have been looking at this 224 way earlier. It's just, I thought the 44 was a much more interesting... Like, the other two rifles are far more interesting. But now I'm fascinated by... not really fascinated... But I'm interested in the fact that all three of these new rifles were probably just leftover stuff that they put in. And that the Bobcat was leftover too. That's going to be coming in the States. US thing. Because they made the Bobcat and the Lynx at the same time. Which is... I can't get over that. Now that the realization is there. That, They put the Bobcat in Linticoto by accident. Like they put it in the trailer or whatever. I give it a very high chance that when they made the Linticoto trailer, they had the Bobcat and the Lynx made, and they put the Bobcat in the trailer. I can't get... that's just the realization today, like one of them. And then these rifles were... Well, yeah. We're getting the leftovers. Oh dear. Yeah, the bayonetics stuff with the 2-4 to make it viable. Bullets are designed to fragment immediately and not penetrate deeply, damage the fur. It's doing exactly what a firm bullet is supposed to do. Yeah, that's why I think that maybe it's not a bug or an error that they actually were trying to get it to do that. But we're looking at it from, like, all they have is energy and multipliers, and then with that energy it should still travel in further. So that's what making it look like it's a bug cartridge. I don't believe they meant it for it to work this way. You're not wrong in real life. They just don't ever do it. Yeah. So, we probably won't ever know, because I doubt they'll patch that. So it's just gonna be a useless cartridge. Like yeah, it's just gonna be useless. Such a weird one though. I mean, if I was more interested, I would do more looking into it, but I think that'll be probably all the looking into it I do, I imagine. Because it'll just be something I just never use. And there's no point. There's no point even solving it. The 44 is cool. Yeah, that's what I mean. Well, I think this is okay if you use that tier 4 cartridge. You were showing me how it was working in the thing. I think the gun's fun to use. Like if I had like the other cartridge here. I think it's actually kind of I think that tier 4 cartridge would be okay because you get the 10 rounds. I think I'd have more fun with that than the Creedmoor. But yeah, the 44. Like the squeaking. It still squeaks a little bit, and it might bug me. I don't know. But I do, you know, as hard as I am on... I try not to be too hard on them, but I just call it as I see, like the devs. I do give them credit, because... Well, I don't know. The thing is, I don't know, like, how much that squeaky lever was brought up as a complaint. Right? So, I mean, was it simply just me complaining about it that that had them switch to squeaky? It does sound much better. But there is a squeak. Yeah. I wonder what they did. They like took the sound file and just added bass to it or something. Brought it down in the curves. I'm just curious if others complained about it or not. Or if it was simply me complaining about it. Squeaking's way better now? Yeah, the sights are, yeah. Unethical for rabbits, too much energy. Yeah, it's going to be registering, hitting at 1,500 joules on a rabbit. But you got to treat it like it's 700 or whatever. But I still see it that 1,500 is going to go right into the flesh, right? So I don't know. It's weird. Anyways, I think we gotta turn her off for now. Ooh, look at the iron sights getting unaligned, or the aperture sight, or whatever. It's a funny sight. I've never seen one quite like it. This is way too basic. And, like, I would never be able to be sure I was lined up correctly. I can't even get the... Oh, there we go. Because I had a rifle like this little aperture sight. Can't get lined up on it, but it's way too big. I guess I could just look down it. I don't need the camera, but I was hoping to like zoom in on it. Like it's way too big. Because like if you're using your own like eyeball, you're basically trying to line the dot up in the center of the circle. But it's really easy to change the angle when you're using a rifle like this and have the dot still look like it's in the middle, but not be aiming there. Like you have to have a small circle so that you can't make that error. Like this looks huge. Like, do they actually make them like that? I've never seen that. The only one I've seen... Like, they call it a peep sight, right? Aperture sight or whatever? Like, is that still classified as that? Because the peep sight has a tiny, tiny hole you're looking through, so you can't mess it up. Not this big ring. Also, I know they changed the GAM sound, which is wild because I remember them going nuts about live capturing the sound. Yeah, I don't remember what the GAMs sounded like previously, though. But yeah, I do remember that. The GAMS was their perfect rifle because they were selling it or whatever, right? Ghost ring, woods range. Games do this a lot, bums. You lose so much field of view to make it life correct. No one likes it. Peep is different than this? What's this called then? I mean, the idea is the same. You have a little ring you're aiming through, and then you put it in the middle. Most games cut the top off the diopter sights on MP5s for that reason. Oh, I'm not familiar enough with it. Although I was playing Tarkov, and I hated the MP5 sight on that, so I wonder if that was realistic. Ghost ring is meant for speed on target. This is called a ghost ring? I don't know why you'd ever use it. Like this is like give me the normal irons. Like I would never be able to hit accurate with this thing. So this isn't for precision? Well, I guess obviously, because like your eyeball would be not lined up all the time. Takes up too much of the screen. Yeah. So is the Tarkov MP5 correct? I assume it is. I hate the iron sights on the MP5 and Tarkov. Yeah, I see what you mean. It's the only game that has them. At least I think. I was playing Active Matter, and I don't know if it did it or not. I don't think it did. It is? Tarkov's the only one that's got it? I respect realism highly, though. I would rather have it real. But yeah, I cannot stand the iron sights on the MP5, and like it immediately gets an optic on it. But I can't remember Active Matter if it did it or not. I don't remember getting mad at the iron sight, so it must not. Oh well, we gotta shut her down anyway. It's getting too late. I got work in the morning. This make thing. So they make these rings bigger and further away from the eye, then you'd naturally use them in real life. Gives you better view. All right, okay, I see. Because, yeah, that thing would just be useless in real life. I wouldn't be able to... Like, with the tiny peep sight, I had trouble making sure it was in the middle and lined up, and I didn't have, like, some slight angle off. Yeah. Land of font. Yeah, I always appreciate you swinging by there, Gator. It's always good. Way of the Hunter brings everybody together. And their confusion. Yeah, I might have to use that elephant thing. I don't know. I'm supposed to have the video out tomorrow morning, really, and I have to cut this one up. And then do something. I might just keep it simple. But I like it, though. Very good. I'll hand the font. I have to type that in the AI and see what it comes up with. Okay, so I don't know when I'm in Way of the Hunter again. We'll see what the news is like. I might make another video on it just talking about the USA map and how it's going to be Bobcat. Just for fun. We'll see if I got the energy to do it, because I think that's kind of funny. That if that's true, the Lynx and the Bobcat were made at the same time and they put the wrong one in the Linticoto trailer. It's basically trademark NRG. Basically what they would do. Hey, Putz. Yeah, thanks, SOC. Alright, we'll shut her down. I don't think I got any mute. Maybe I'll put something on. Just for funsies, because... I don't even know if I got loaded up. Find some kind of tune there. Turn it on, and then I'll try and get this video cut up and... have something for the people that don't want to watch a 3-hour stream or however long it was. Something that doesn't copyright me. We could just listen to Old Finland's Embraced Remastered. I don't think it's as good as the original one. That's what we'll do with our elephant picture. Okay, guys, appreciate it. See you later. And we'll turn all this stuff on and off and whatnot. It's my OBS. There it is. Nope, that's not what I wanted. That's the patch notes. Where's my elephant? Where's my elephant? Is that my elephant? There's my elephant. See you guys. Have a good one.
Out in the wilds deep of Linticoto land, 270 rifle clutched tight in my hand. Through the forest trees, tall majesty strong, hunting the moose we've been chasing so long. Boots crunch on the frost, no words to be found. The silence in whispers, leaves dance on the ground. Breath shows the cold in the morning air clear. Anticipation rising sky high right here. Oh, the moose hunt in old Finland's embrace, where the wild meets the heart in a timeless chase. With a 270 steady we roam so far, in the land of the north under 1,000 stars. Tracks in the snow lead the way to our quest. Each step we take puts our skill to the test. Faces flush red from the wind and the thrill. Follow the signs to the top of the hill. Birch trees stand witness as shadows grow long. We push through the brush with the will of the strong. Antlers in sight, heartbeats loud like a drum. Finger on trigger, senses all come undone. hunt in old Finland's embrace, where the wild meets the heart in a timeless chase. With a 270 steady we roam so far, in the land of the north under thousand stars. Birch trees stand witness as shadows grow long. We push through the brush with the will of the strong. Antlers in sight, heartbeats loud like a drum. Finger on trigger, senses all come undone. Oh, the moose hunt in old Finland's embrace, where the wild meets the heart in a timeless chase. Where the 270 steady we roam so far, in the land of the north under thousand stars. In the land of the north under thousand stars. I'm sitting here polishing my virtual gun, but the road map's missing, and that ain't fun. I've hunted moose, caribou, even a bear. Now I'm hunting answers, ain't nothing there. Where's the road map? Don't leave me hanging. Is this game done or just rearranging? Give me a sign, just one little clue, or I'll pack my gear for something new. Maybe they're busy with a whole new game. Do we wait for ultimate hunting? It could turn out lame. I'll miss my forest and my pixel deer, but if this is goodbye, I'll shed one tear. Where's the road map? Don't leave me hanging. Is this game done or just rearranging? Give me a sign, just one little clue, or I'll pack my gear for something new. So I'm refreshing forums and checking the feed for some roadmap crumbs or just a lead. Till then I'll hunt with what I've got, but if they ghost us, I'm quitting the lot.